look at that. Wow, look how stringy that is there.
This week, we're in the medieval city of Brasov, in the Transylvania region of Romania. Centuries of history are woven into every corner here, from its ancient walls and watchtowers to the colorful streets of its beautifully preserved old town. Apart from having the most incredible architecture wherever you look, it's also home to delicious Romanian food with a Hungarian Saxon flair that's hearty, rustic, and ever so comforting. We can't wait to show you what we found. So, are you guys hungry? Let's get eating.
We are here in the old town of Brasov this morning, and we are starting our food tour off here at this local bakery for a couple of tasty pastries. Oh man, look at this lineup. This place is supposed to be really popular here in Romania. Oh man, when there's a lineup this long, you know the food must be good. And this line is insane. It keeps getting bigger and bigger. This place is super popular. Mulțumesc. Ooh, look at this. All right, we have our two pastries here. Now we got two different types of strudel, and just look at these. Oh man, these are long, they're big, they're nice and fresh and hot as well. There's a little bit of ice and sugar you can see on the top there.
They're really big, like you said, actually. I wasn't expecting them to be this big.
Two different fillings inside the strudels here. We have a cherry, a sour cherry, and I have here a cottage cheese, like a sweet cheese with a raisin inside. And look how flaky these look, actually. They're almost like a little baguette, kind of.
Yeah, they look really nice, though.
Yeah, and strudels are really popular here in Central Europe.
Yeah, and in Transylvania, they're very popular. Not even breakfast. You can just eat them any type of day, dessert, like whatever you want.
Lots of different fillings, like apple and cinnamon, yogurt, but these two are some of the most popular.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm really
breakfast cheers, here we go. That's good.
That's very strong flavor. It is way more packed than I thought it was going to be, actually.
Look at that. You can see in there is so much of that sweet cottage cheese. It's actually really nice and sweet and creamy. I haven't gotten the raisin yet, but oh man, the pastry is very flaky.
It is actually. It's lighter than I was expecting. You can see there with mine. It's just packed.
Just so much cherry?
Yeah, there's a lot of cherry in there, and it does have a sour taste to it, so it's a bit more tart, which I actually quite like because then it's not overly sweet, especially for something for breakfast.
That's true.
It's actually very moist because of the sour cherry, and like you said, the pastry's so flaky. Like, very flaky.
Ultra flaky, and I like the dusting of the powdered sugar on the top. Just gives it a little bit of extra sweetness there. But yeah, the pastry is just so good and fresh. And trade?
It's almost buttery, actually. I was expecting it to be a little more dry.
Yours is so flat compared to my cottage cheese one. Oh, that sour cherry is warm too.
Oh, quite different, yeah.
The sour cherry is actually much more moist, like you were saying.
It is, yeah.
That one's a bit drier, the cottage cheese.
You're right. It is quite dry. Like, the cheese is nice and creamy and soft and has a nice sweetness to it, like you said. But I don't know. I feel like the cherry.
You like the cherry?
Yeah. What do you think? Which one?
There's a raisin here, huh? The raisin adds that little bit of extra sweetness and complements the sweet cheese too. I think I have to go with the cherry though.
Yeah,
sour
I think
cherry.
I would too. It's really nice.
Yeah, we do have a nice coffee here this morning as well because, again, it is a little bit chilly this morning. But these are amazing. I'm gonna have an ultimate bite. Like, look at those two there.
I actually think that's gonna be where it's at.
Yeah,
because then it's gonna be like a sour cherry cottage cheese one.
Cheese. Yeah. This is the winner.
I think that's the way to go.
So good.
They should make one of those.
Sour, moist, and a little bit dry. But again, the pastry, so good. And that bakery is so busy and packed. They
So
have
popular.
such good products. Definitely try out the strudels and everything else that they have going on because, oh man, these are really good.
This is a really nice breakfast.
That ultimate bite was
Yeah,
so good.
I'm pretty happy with this. This is a really good way to start the day.
Brasov is one of Romania's most charming medieval cities, and we have to say it does not disappoint. At the heart of the old town is Council Square. For centuries, it's been a lively meeting place surrounded by pastel-colored Baroque buildings, cafes, and restaurants. Wander beyond the square and you'll find cobbled streets, ancient bastions, defensive towers, and the medieval walls that once stretched for more than 3 kilometers around the city, protecting what was one of the strongest fortified settlements in the region. Today, the only original city gate still standing is Catherine's Gate, a reminder of Brasov's remarkable past. Here, you can lose yourself for hours, wandering the old fortifications and hidden alleyways, or enjoying a quiet drink, all set against a backdrop of forested mountains that makes this city feel truly magical.
This next spot we're going to specializes in a very popular Transylvanian street food, Kurtos Kalaks, or chimney cakes. Bună ziua! Bună ziua! So we have been lucky enough to be invited back here to where they make the chimney cakes. We've got Elena and Alexandra here who are making them, and you can see just how many of the chimney cakes they do here. This is gonna be awesome to see this. I'm pretty excited.
This is flour?
Yeah, it's flour and here is the mixer, I just prepared.
Ah, special mixture.
Yeah.
And this is how you make the special mixture for the dough.
So first they take the dough and roll it out into a very long strand. Oil?
Yes.
Instead of oil? Ah,
Yes.
okay.
So the dough doesn't stick to the wood.
Ah, right, right. Now we're wrapping it up. Look at that.
Sugar?
Yes.
Oh, a nice amount of sugar on top there. I think that's gonna caramelize on it really good.
Yes.
Roll it so thin.
And can we get one of the chimney cakes?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Such a mess. And it goes into the oven here.
And it takes about 10 minutes?
Yes.
Mochi Mask, thank you so much. Oh, look at this. Steaming just like a chimney. Okay, so you can see these chimney cakes really do look like a little chimney. Now, you can get it with all kinds of toppings. Obviously, they put the sugar on and that caramelizes on top of the dough itself. And you can get nuts, you can get cinnamon sugar. I think you can even get raspberries. But we went for Fistic, the pistachio, and just look at the color of this. Looks so good. And you can see these guys, pretty decent size. Look at that. Okay. All right. Oh, listen to that. It's nice and crispy actually. But look at that dough. Oh, it just like unravels. I'm so excited for this. That is so crispy on the outside. Oh wow. The outside of that dough is so crispy from the sugar that's just completely caramelized, and it gives it a really nice sweet taste. The pistachio gives it a bit of nutty flavor too, but what I love is the contrast of the softness of the dough on the inside there. You can see it's just fluffy, a little bit chewy as well. Just such a nice combination. And the dough itself has a nice little sweetness to it too. I've got to say, I love chimney cakes, and I think the addition of the pistachio on this one just really puts it over the top for me. That was so good. I love how they just wrap the dough around the wood and then cook it in the oven like that. It's traditionally cooked over charcoal, but it just does it so evenly. And look at that. And again, just makes that sugar on the outside so caramelized. Oh, it's perfect. Such a good crunch. Although these are a super popular Romanian and Transylvanian specialty, the Kurtos Kallax is actually a Hungarian sweet. And here especially, they completely level it up. On some of them, you can get them spread on the inside with Nutella, different kinds of creams. But I've gotta say, I just had to go a bit more plain with mine because I feel like the Nutella makes it too sweet. And just being able to taste the slight, subtle sweetness of the dough and the sugar, I think that's what really makes the chimney cake what it is.
So crispy.
So crispy, that caramelized sugar, the dough so soft on the inside, and that pistachio. This is an incredible chimney cake. So good. Oh, delicioso. So tasty. Really, really good. Oh, I'm loving this. Mochi Mask, thank you so much. Thank you.
I gotta say, Brasov is absolutely stunning and beautiful, especially here in the old town. It's set amongst the mountains, so you can actually see the snow-capped mountains in the city. It is so picturesque. But up next, we are headed into a restaurant to have something very hearty to warm us up on this chilly day. So we are here at La Chown, and this is a very popular and famous restaurant here in the old town of Brasov. It's such a cute little spot, so traditional. Look at all of these banknotes here, as well as the notes on the wall. So cool. So we've been invited back into the kitchen to watch how some of these very traditional, hearty dishes are made. So let's head back there now. We gotta suit up before we go into the kitchen.
For our sake, yeah?
Yes. All right, now that we're all suited up, let's head into the kitchen. Hello, bună ziua.
How are you?
Good, how are you? Bună ziua. Bună ziua. Wow, look at all that lamb grilling up in that pan. tomatoes and garlic. So fiery. Butter. Finish. Mamaliga. Mamaliga.
Yeah. Some cheese on top.
And that's the tokitura. All right, so very quickly, it's gone from cold to super, super warm under the sun here in the old
nice,
town.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, that we had to take our jackets off, take our sweaters off, and are in t-shirts because it is that hot when the sun comes out.
So nice.
Just shows you the power of the sun. But we have two special meat dishes here. Now I have lamb pastrama here, which is a lamb that's been marinated and cooked in a pan so quick, and you can just see in the kitchen how fiery it was and how quick that lamb cooked up. It smells amazing.
It smells really good. Both of them smell so good.
Yeah, hardly spiced at all, but just has tomato. We have a nice scoop of mamaliga, which is that polenta, which is very popular here in Romania, pretty much the #1 side dish. Got some pickled veggies as well. And this here is mujde, which is a garlic sauce to go with our lamb. That smells, oh man, so garlicky.
Oh wow, it does actually, you're
Yeah.
right. So what I have is one of their specialties here. Now this restaurant is called La Chaun, which means the cauldron. And so all of their stews and soups are made in a village actually outside of the city of Brasov. So what I have is tokitura, and it's a Transylvanian stew of pork. We've even got sausages.
Sausage,
I have
multiple meats.
mamaliga, but mine is smothered in cheese that is completely melted and looks so good. Again, I've got a massive helping of those pickled veggies on the side, and this just looks incredible. I'm so excited.
And I love how the dishes, the soups are cooked in a massive cauldron. Yeah,
Yeah,
we were told by the manager that, they have a massive pot out in the village.
And they're cooked fresh, like first thing in the morning at 6 a.m. brought into the shop. So you really don't get any fresher and more traditional and local than
Authentic,
this.
yeah.
Agreed.
To start, we
Yeah,
have
shall we?
a blueberry liqueur as well as a sour
And a
cherry.
sour cherry, yes.
Yeah, this was recommended to us by the lovely waitress here, so cheers. Woo!
Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
Oh,
It's,
sour cherry is really good.
I was gonna say, it doesn't have quite that burn that suika or
the plichi-
palinka,
yeah,
it does. It is very nice.
That's
It's
nice and
fruity,
sweet.
but it does have a little bit of that alcoholic aftertaste, but more fruity than anything.
That's nice. That's a nice little.
You're supposed to have this before your meal, apparently, to
very
settle
sweet.
the stomach. Let me try that sour cherry. Ooh.
I think
That's
sour
good.
cherry is my favorite.
I was gonna say I like the blueberry, but
Oh,
just
isn't that perfect?
look at the colors of that liqueur. So, so good. I love like the fruit liqueurs here in Romania.
So delicious.
Good. All right, I need to try this delicious looking lamb. Oh my goodness, there's so much lamb here.
The pork actually just completely falls apart.
Oh, man,
it's
you
so
stuck
tender.
your fork in it and
Yeah,
just
like look at that. Just
blew apart.
incredibly tender.
Look at this lamb. It smells so good. All right.
Okay, cheers.
Oh man.
That's insane. That is
perfect
incredible.
lamb flavor, texture. It's tender, got a little bit of fat on the ends of those pieces too.
Yeah.
And I love how just the meat isn't overly spiced. It just has a little bit of spice on it. And because it's marinated in whatever sauce they marinated in, oh, it just has such a nice savory, almost a little bit sweet flavor too.
Interesting.
That is good.
Okay, I have to say, I'm really glad that we went with one of their cauldron stews here because The taste is so rich, extremely flavorful. It has a bit of a smokiness to it, but that pork just completely melts in your mouth,
Yeah.
like just falls apart. You don't even need teeth to chew it, to be honest with you. That is how tender it is. That is insanely delicious.
That looks so good. The
Just
Mama
completely
Liga,
soaks up the sauce. Oh,
the polenta. Love the polenta here in Romania. You can see there, it's nice and soft. It's almost like a bit gritty too, but such a good side dish, I find. Not like rice or potatoes. It just has its own unique flavor and texture. And that goes perfect with meat, actually.
it does, it's so
It's almost like a
soft.
mushy, grainy mashed potato.
I was gonna say it's very similar to a mashed potato, but with just a bit more texture to it. And I have to say, I don't know how good yours is, but mine is smothered in cheese, so you should definitely get a bite of that because that is so good.
Okay.
It goes well with the stew. The sausage is really nice as well. It has nice chunks of fat in it, so it's very tender, but
I think that cheese definitely
say, I knew you'd
is,
love it.
yeah, the leveled up version of Mama Liga. We've had cheesy Mama Liga before, and I think that's definitely the way to go, the cheesy polenta. Because the regular one is nice, but I mean, when you can add cheese to anything, why not?
not just add cheese, like smother cheese onto anything.
Okay, what I want to do is try this mujde, this garlic sauce here, because it is so garlicky. Look at that. Oh man, so white.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Like, as soon as the sauce hit my tongue, it's like an instant feeling of spicy, like spice. Because it's just like straight raw garlic almost. That is amazing with the sauce. Oh
I
man.
figured you'd love that, especially the garlic.
I forgot there were pieces of garlic cooked up with this lamb pastrama as well. So dipped in that mujde, that's double fiery garlic there. Oh, that garlic sauce completes this lamb pastrama.
Okay, I need to try some of that. I just
Yeah.
had some of these pickled veggies, which are very nice, super pickly, but
Oh man,
I really
this
want to try
pork
this meat.
just does fall right apart.
You're gonna love that. You're gonna absolutely love that. Oh, it's really saucy.
You really don't need teeth to chew it. It just melts in my mouth. Oh man. Get a little bit of this.
You're right. There's almost a sweetness to it.
The sausage is amazing too. Okay, try the mujde.
Okay, here we go.
This sauce, unbelievable.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That is so spicy. Like fiery, sorry, not spicy. That garlic is extremely fiery. Like
Like a raw garlic
almost
creamy
like
sauce.
a horseradish level. I was not expecting that at all.
Both of these meat dishes are incredible.
So tasty.
So yummy. I might as well get an ultimate bite here with all 3 meats in our mujde here because like, why not, you know?
Why not?
Why not?
Don't do what you want.
Again, that mujde, oh man, the best.
So good.
Triple meat deliciousness. Oh man. Let's finish up these dishes and head back into the kitchen because we do have
Yes.
one more dish here to try at La Chown. And this one is gonna be really, really good. Despite how
can't
good these
wait.
ones were. Yeah.
I can't wait.
Can't wait, can't wait. Finish our meat first though. Egg.
Okay.
these guys, eh? Smantana.
Smântână. Dulceață.
So, of course, with a meal this delicious, we had to go for the dessert. Now, I have gogoshi, which is similar to papanashi, which is a very popular dessert here in Romania.
Yeah.
It's like a donut that is made with a sweet cheese inside, except these ones here are special to this restaurant, and they are made with yogurt in the dough.
They look so good.
Yeah, it's smothered with smantana, which is
Sour cream.
that sour cream that you get here in Romania, as well as a mixed fruit compote on top. And these just look
So
delicious,
good.
fried up to perfection. I'm so excited.
They're like little donut balls. Yeah, they look so good and crispy. And my dessert
Yeah, what did you get?
is a
Chris?
beef and vegetable pie. You can see here, made fresh in the oven. Look at that, some fennel seeds on the top. And this is hefty, baked to perfection in that oven. So there's
Made to order as well.
Made to
like
order,
not
yeah.
prepared ahead of time or anything like that. Like
No.
all the food here are just fresh, local ingredients. Everything is homemade, fresh to order. Like you don't get more traditional and just authentic than that, I
No.
find.
So on the inside, we have a beef mixture as well as vegetables. So like a beef and vegetable mixture here. And we have a homemade tomato sauce here that they make that goes with the pie. Okay, what I want to do is just take the lid off this and see our beef pie here. Ooh, look at that. Wow, look how stringy that is there.
Oh, that's so
my
cheesy.
goodness.
Yeah, I forgot they put a ton of cheese in
Look
there as
at
well.
that cheese. Oh man. Okay, this is how I want to eat my pie because
Oh,
I'm
that
gonna
looks
take a
so
bite of the top.
good.
I just want to dig into the insides here.
Okay, well, you go for that pie.
Look at those berries on the top of that.
I'm gonna go for this and just, yeah, look at that with the cream and the berries on top. This looks so good. Okay, how's your pie?
That beef is so good. Some minced beef with the veggies mixture. Oh, there's like a pepper and tomato flavor, very strong, but that cheese, so stringy. I'm gonna get the dough because it's so soft. How's the donut?
Okay, I have to say, this is delicious. The dough itself is cooked perfectly. You can see there, it's nice and light and fluffy on the inside, but it also has a decent denseness to it, like the dough. You can actually really taste, I think, the yogurt on the inside of the dough itself, but
Yeah,
honestly,
super dense.
yeah, smothered in that sour cream just gives it that nice creaminess, but then the fruit gives it a nice sweetness as well, but
The crispy and
yeah,
fried.
crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. This is like insanely delicious. I think the smantana might be like my favorite part.
The sour cream, yeah. The dough to this pie, so fluffy as well and just really soft. The perfect pie texture. And let's get a nice dip of this homemade tomato sauce to go with it. So tomatoey. That's cold, but that is so good. I like my dessert.
I knew you would. I'm pretty happy with my choices as well here.
I gotta say, this beef pie kind of reminds me of a pizza because the pie crust is almost like a pizza crust. You can see there. And it's just so soft with the tomatoey pepper taste on the inside with the beef and the cheese and the tomato sauce as well. It really just does remind me of a delicious pizza. That's a tasty beef and vegetable pie.
I'm just loving my donuts over here. I got nothing else to say.
The fennel seeds actually give it a nice little licoricey taste too. This is a good pie. Never had a pie like this before.
Honestly, the food here at La Chown has just been so incredibly delicious, and the hospitality just on another level. John and the whole entire team, all the staff here have been so friendly, so lovely, welcoming us into the kitchen to see how everything is made, and just getting to enjoy the food right in the center of Brasov. Outside today especially, it's a beautiful day. The scenery is lovely.
The perfect setting.
It really is. I mean, if you ever make it to Brasov, this is definitely a place that you have to visit. And honestly,
they got 2 locations.
They do. And honestly, it doesn't matter, I think, which dish you choose. It's all going to be incredibly delicious. And half of it, again, is made in the village outside of town. So that's when you
Very
know
local.
the food is good
Traditional.
and authentic.
And I want to try one of these Gogoshi donuts.
Yeah, because as good as like your meat pie is, you've got to finish off with a little sweet donut. And by little, I mean massive. These things are huge.
That is very doughy, you're right. Nice yogurt flavor though. That smetana sour cream, you're right.
So good.
That makes these donuts.
Perfect way to end an amazing meal.
That's it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed our Brasov food tour. Stay tuned next week for a special video where we'll be up in the Carpathian Mountains eating a traditional shepherd's meal. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're hungry to travel, and we'll see you next meal.